Have you been finding yourself overwhelmed by this big goal, this big vision, this big mission that you have, this thing that you're like, man, I almost don't believe that this is possible. That God given dream and vision. Do you find yourself overwhelmed when you think about it? Do you find yourself overwhelmed when you are trying to figure out how is this going to get done with the time I have, with the resources I have, with the knowledge I have? How is this possible? Right? Let me tell you where to start. You want to break it down into bite-sized actionable steps. Okay. And some of you may be like, well, duh, girl. But the truth of the matter is, when we're so overwhelmed, even though we know what to do, we don't necessarily begin to do it. And so let me tell you, you take your big dream, your big vision, your big goal, and then you turn it into quarterly goals. And then from those quarterly goals, you want to go month by month and determine what your monthly milestones are. And so if your big quarterly goal is, I want to buy a house, right? In December 2025, we're just going to throw out that example, right? What are you doing each quarter to bring you closer to that goal, right? Quarter one, are you cleaning up your credit? Are you saving for the down payment? Are you budgeting differently? Are you cutting expenses? What are you doing that is going to help you get closer and closer to that goal come quarter four, right? And so once you have your quarterly goals, you're going to break those down into your monthly milestones. And guess what? Some people stop there. Some people say, okay, well, this month I want to be able to pay off my $5,000 credit card, right? And then you stop there. But how are you going to plan to pay off that credit card in January, right? And so your quarterly goals are then broken down into monthly. Your monthly goals are then broken down into weekly to-dos. And so now you have a weekly thing of like, okay, if I have a $5,000 credit card and I want to pay it off in January, then every month in January, I need to be at bare minimum putting $1,200 to $1,500 on that payment, right? And so you break it down like that. And then not only that, because sometimes we stop there, if you even get to that weekly to do, right? But then you go through your daily wins. What are you doing each day to get you closer to that? Are you showing up for work? Are you pitching your business? Are you telling people about your services and your offers? Are you marketing your book? What are you doing every day that is going to bring you closer to that? Are you developing yourself personally? Are you growing in knowledge to be able to increase your price fortitude? What are you doing? Because you have to realize for this, it's going to be all about progress. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. So you may in January and be like, man, I didn't pay it off completely, but I only got $50 left to go in February. You see what I'm saying? And so it's about the progress you make, not about you being perfect, because perfection can keep you stagnant. Perfection can keep you in overwhelm. And the secret is to just simplify the process. A lot of times we're overcomplicating things, we're overthinking things because we don't understand that simplicity is what's going to get you there. You don't need all of the tools, you don't need all of the resources. You can use what's in your hand to see that vision come to pass, right? And as you begin to use what's in your hand, as you begin to cast your cares, right? The Lord is in the scripture, the Lord tells us that, cast your cares upon me, right? Take up my yoke, for my burden is easy, my yoke is light, or my yoke is easy, my burden is light. And so we have to do that. We simplify the process. We stop overthinking things. We stop overcomplicating things. We stop dealing with imposter syndrome. We stop self-sabotaging ourselves, and we get it done in the most simplest way. And then you celebrate the wins along the way. You celebrate your small wins. You celebrate your daily wins. You celebrate the wins that, hey, shoot, if I wouldn't even made this monthly goal, I probably wouldn't even focus on them. I would have probably put that money towards something else. I would have probably spent my time doing something else. So you celebrate the small wins along the way as well, and that's going to be the thing that keeps you motivated. And also, you need a contingency plan. What do you do when you aren't feeling motivated? What do you do when you mess up and then you get into this funk of like, man, I don't know what to do. This is not gonna work for me. Like, if you don't reach your goal in January, what is the contingency plan in February so you don't give up completely? You need to have that. But that's all. When you break down your big goal into bite-sized steps, it causes the big goal to look less overwhelming, and then you simplify the process of how you're going to get there. And then you consistently reevaluate, reassess. Y'all going to hear me say that a lot when I'm talking about strategic planning, because a lot of us, we don't even go back to our goals. We don't review them. We don't adjust them based on life, right? And so if you need help mapping out your big goal, your big vision, your big dream, make sure you book a discovery call with me at www.theempireagency.com. And we can chat about my 90-minute business strategy sessions to see if that would be a good fit for you. All right. See y'all in the next video. Bye.